What it do, Geek Squad? It's your boy Geek Samurai coming to you back with another video. Now, in this video, I want to do my Smackdown Live Tuesday night review. Now, I really enjoy Smackdown. I enjoyed Raw because I was there live, but I enjoy Smackdown probably much more than Raw. Only because it's different watching it live and then watching it at home. You know, watching it live, you have to watch mostly everything up on the Titantron if you can't see down below. But watching it at home, you know what I'm saying? Besides the commercials, I enjoy it. I enjoy him so much more. And SmackDown was good. Yo, first we started with Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon is actually by the door of the stadium. He's by the door of the stadium and he has like security guards and everybody bunched around telling him this is exactly what's going on. He's on the phone. It looked like he got somebody on the inside telling him what's going on, where Kevin Owens is, what's he doing, yada, yada, yada. So we see Kevin Owens or whatever. Fine. He's like, yo, Shane's like, oh, let me know when Kevin Owens arrives because he's not coming in this arena tonight or whatever. So as soon as he said that, he hung up the phone. Kevin Owens comes right through the door. Oh, Kevin Owens, you were running your mouth off, huh? You running your mouth off last week, huh? Well, this week we ain't having that again. You got the night off. Do what you want to do. I don't care. But you're not going to be here tonight. So Kevin Owens is like, really? This is how we doing it now, really? So Kevin Owens finally dips off. He finally, you know, leaves the stadium. Look like he's going back to his hotel or wherever he's staying. And Shane is like talking to the security guards or whatever. This is not going to happen. We're going to have a good show. Everything's going to be good. I'm sick and tired of Kevin Owens. I'm going to have a town hall meeting. I want to bring all the WWE superstars who are on the SmackDown roster out into the ring or at the entrance ramp, and I want to get their opinion on what's going on. How do you feel that I am, you know, taking over the show? I'm y'all bosses. What y'all really think of me? So the whole WWE roster is out there. We see Randy Orton. We see Buddy Murphy. We see Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville. We see freaking Liv Morgan on SmackDown Live, bro. Oh, I was so happy to see SmackDown Live. Like, that's a hashtag. Make sure y'all spam that down in the comment section. Hashtag SmackDown Live. Because it was so good to see Liv Morgan, son. What? On the blue brand with her blue tongue. You know what I'm saying? It was perfect. Perfect. We see the New Day. We see Kofi Kingston and Big E and Xavier Woods shaking and everything. Them three as champion, man, I'm telling you, that's the faction of SmackDown, yo. If Eric Bischoff is taking over SmackDown Live, son, he needs to make that faction like the NWO. Because Eric Bischoff, he created the NWO. As soon as Hogan, you know, Hall, and what's his name, Nash, as soon as they all came together, Eric Bischoff was like, oh, this is what I want y'all to do. This is your characters. This is the colors. Run with it. So I was feeling that. It was really dope to see that, bro. I was like, bro, that was so dope. To see Kofi shaking. He's holding his brothers and I don't know what he's doing. So anyway, Shane McMahon starts talking about, I'll bring y'all out here because I want to know what y'all think about me, you know, running SmackDown Live as y'all boss. You know, we are the McMahon family. This is what we do. So every now and then we want to get the superstars out here and get y'all feedback on how everything is running. So nobody steps up to the mic. There's two mics. Nobody steps up. Here come Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns said, I don't really care about you, Shane. Matter of fact, you could kiss my ass. And it was a big pop of reaction. You could hear it on the screen when I was watching it. I love the crowd's reaction to that. And he just storms off. And so Shane's like, oh, okay, Roman. I'm going to find you and I'm going to deal with you later. Like, what's a fine going to do? Roman don't care. Roman don't care. Because he had too many feuds with Shane. He lost that Super Showdown. And then he feuded with him again at Extreme Rules. It was just too much of Shane. Like, Shane was feuding with everybody. And then next Shane calls on Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, you're a talker. What do you think? And she's there saying, oh, thank you, Shane. Thank you for getting Kevin Owens out of here. It was so disrespectful. How dare he? And then Liv Morgan finally stood to the mic and cut Charlotte off. She's like, yo, is there anything real about you? Talking about she's fake. Everything about Charlotte is fake. Her boobs is fake. Her gimmick is fake. Yo, it was so good to see Liv Morgan. And that set it up, you know, them going back and forth Shane cuts them off, of course, but that's going to set up a match later on in the show, which I'm happy to see Liv wrestling on SmackDown. Not no dark matches, not no main event. I want to see her on the main roster, and I'm happy we're getting that. So then Andrade and Apollo Crews starts coming up now, and they're talking about how they feel. No, before that was Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy comes out. Buddy Murphy. You know, you're like a secret weapon or whatever Shane said. Buddy Murphy, what do you think? He's like, yo, I could give a damn about Kevin Owens. I don't need Kevin Owens speaking for me. If I see him, I punch him in the face. So we already know Buddy Murphy's kissing Shane McMahon's ass. I can't. Then we get Apollo Crews coming up to respond. Apollo Crews is happy with what Kevin Owens said. Now he gets the opportunity, and then Andrade cuts him up with Zelina Vega. First, Zelina Vega talks and said, if you want to prove your worth on the main roster, how about you have a match with us tonight? And then Andrade speaks in Spanish, and I don't know what the hell he's saying, but you can see Charlotte, because we all know that they dating. You see Charlotte just gazing Google eyes at him while he's speaking that Spanish. I just can't with some of these couples at WWE, man. They're supposed to stay in their character, but they somehow veer off from, just so they can look at their partner like, oh, look at my man. Look at my... And Andrade did it back to Charlotte, too. He was looking at her, too, when she was talking. And he was looking at her like, that's my boricua. So at the end of all of this, finally, everybody gave their feedback. The New Day finally talked to. They're setting up a match or whatever, or they were clowning somebody. I forgot who. All the superstars finally leave. They go back to the backstage, and then here who comes out? Cesaro comes out. Cesaro comes out and says, hey, Shane, I only have one request. I don't care about how you doing or operating around here. I just have one request. I would like a rematch with Aleister Black. I would like to pick a fight with him tonight. So we finally get that. Cuts the commercial. We finally come back. We see, Cesaro's already in the ring or whatever. And then, Cesaro doesn't come to the ring yet. We finally get Aleister Black's entrance coming out, and then Cesaro comes out next. And Aleister Black is already in the ring waiting for him. And what a match it was. Well, this match, it was shorter than the one that they had previously at Extreme Rules, but it was still a physical match. Aleister Black, the striker that he is, the blows, the flips that he does, he's so athletic, man. He's light on his feet. Cesaro, he loves doing them uppercuts. Swiss Superman, Swiss Cyborg. He loved them uppercuts, boy. Just he won't stop that shit. So he keeps giving it to him. And then all of a sudden, Aleister Black did like a running knee strike right at Cesaro's head. Puts him on the mat. Picks him up with his whole foot from his neck. Then he sets up Black Mass. I keep thinking it's called Fade to Black, because that's a better name, but it's Black Mass. He does that roundhouse kick, and he does that kick so perfectly, son. Kicks Cesaro's mouthpiece out of his mouth, son. What? The bar is over with and done. The gimmick is over. Cesaro need to get rid of that mouthpiece that says that and just get like an all-black mouthpiece. But he kicks it clean out of his mouth, son. What a roundhouse kick, bro. Oh. He pins him 1, 2, 3. Cesaro is good at putting people over. He did it with Ricochet. He's now doing it with Aleister Black. And when Ricochet and Aleister Black were tag team, I'm like, yo, I'm a big Aleister Black fan. I want to see him in singles competition. And now he's finally getting his push. He's old. He's 2-0 against Cesaro. And I like that. Now the feud is probably over. He's probably going to feud next with Ali or maybe Samoa Joe. Who knows? Probably Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, he's always good at playing the villain. And, I think he'll put on a good match with Aleister Black. So that was a good match. I was feeling it. It was quick. I'm telling you, Aleister Black is lethal with them kicks. All right, so next we have the match. Well, I just want to talk about the high points. This is my review, so I'm talking about the high points. There's not too many lows for me in this match. But next we had the New Day come out, and they talking about how, I'm just going by memory. I don't really remember because it happened last night. But the New Day comes out, and they celebrating in the ring, talking about, I'm so proud of my boys. You guys finally won the tag team champion. Y'all 6-time champions. And then before Kofi, congratulate Xavier Woods and Big E, they're congratulating him for defending his title against a vicious competitor in Samoa Joe. You single-handedly beat Samoa Joe on your own. And they were like, yo, you still the world heavyweight, WWE world heavyweight champion. We're so proud of you, bro. And then all of a sudden, at the end of that, now we get to the point where Big E's talking on the mic, and he wants to defend his tag team champion, because that's what they are. They're fighting champion. I want to defend this against the former tag team champions, the Planeteers, you know, I guess the Planet's champion, that's what they're called, Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan, the Redwood. So Daniel Bryan finally comes out with Eric Rowan, and he's not talking on the mic. He leaves, goes backstage, comes back again, he's about to talk. He leaves for a third time, finally comes back again, drops the mics and leaves. Then Samoa Joe comes out, and he wants to challenge Kofi Kingston to the title. Oh, I want that World Heavyweight title. I lost, I want a rematch. And then we get Elias out of nowhere. He wants to challenge for the title. He wants his opportunity. And then the Viper comes out, Randy Orton, and says, yo, it's been a long time since I had that gold around my waist. I want a rematch. I want a match with you, Kofi. So then, out of all of that commotion, the New Day said, oh, we have an idea. Or Elias said, well, I have an idea. And says, nobody can compete for the title tonight. How about we have a 6-man tag? Randy Orton's like, nah, I'm good. And he walks off. And then Kofi grabs the mic, like, yo, Randy Orton, I thought you were the Viper, always upright and coiled and always ready to strike. What? You're actually limp today? When he said that, yo, Randy Orton, you should see the look in his face. Randy Orton's always on the end of some dick joke, man. He had that feud with Triple H going to Super Showdown. It's always a dick joke going back and forth. And now with Kofi, I loved it. So Randy Orton comes back. He said, oh, really? And they finally, you know, it cuts to commercial, and we finally get it. The match finally actually happens. We see it's an actual 6-man tag, and I love the spots between all 6 men in the ring. Elias has some good running knee strikes. You know what I'm saying? Xavier Wood was doing the freaking throwing Samoa Joe over the rope and does a rolling somersault onto Samoa Joe at the end of the ring. And then that's when we get the knee strike from Elias, which I thought was to Big E. He knocked Big E on his ass. Big E has some good spots because he's so powerful and so big. But I love the fact that Elias come into the ring, and look, he's about to do that running knee strike again to Kofi. Kofi dodges it, hit him with the Trouble in Paradise. Elias rolls out the ring, and then Randy Orton is right there. He didn't even have to pump his fist on the mat. As soon as he was ready, he waited, and he struck. He struck on Kofi with the RKO. 1, 2, 3. So Randy Orton, Elias, and what's his name? Randy Orton, Elias, and I forgot the third man in the match. That's how irrelevant it was. Anyway, they won the match. Samoa Joe, they won the match. And it was just a squash match. To me personally, it was just a match to fill up the time. You know what I mean? It was nothing big. And it looks like it's going to be the match at SummerSlam. It's going to be Randy Orton versus Kofi Kingston. And I like that because Kofi Kingston knows Randy Orton very well. Kofi Kingston been in the company 11, 12 years. Randy Orton's been in the company for like almost 20 years. So they have history. They have history. Whether it's the Intercontinental title or whatever, they have history. That's going to be a good match at SummerSlam. So now we go backstage. We see Carmella. She's looking for truth. I like this part because we didn't really get all the other male competitors or superstars on the SmackDown roster. They weren't running around with a referee looking for R-Truth. They did something different this time. So R-Truth is hiding in like this washing machine. I don't know how the hell he got up in there, but he was hiding with the 24/7 title around his neck, and he's hiding. He's like, yo, how the hell you get in there? He's like, yo, I don't know how Kane does this, because Kane is normally used to being under the ring, and he comes up from the mat. He comes up from under the ring, and it's like a hole, and he drags his victims down into hell. So the washing machine, I guess, was like Kane being under the ring and Undertaker being under the ring. So I don't know why R2 used that reference, but hey, it was funny. So Carmella finally helps him out of she's like, yo, I got another hiding place you can go. You can't stay in here all night. You gotta go to the bathroom. How you gonna go to the bathroom? So R2 finally gets out. Carmella helps him out. He falls down out of the washing machine. And he said, oh, man down, man down. And they finally leave, and they run off to find another hiding spot. So next we finally get, the camera cuts to a next scene where we go into the match where you see Ember Moon come into the ring. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville already had the entrance. Then we see Ember Moon coming towards the ring. It cuts the commercial. We get back. And now we see Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, they made their entrance or whatever. And we see them holding hands. Because there was a rumor that WWE scrapped the lesbian, I guess they were doing a lesbian gimmick between both of them. Because they teased it last week on SmackDown Live when Sonya Deville pulled Mandy Rose's hair back or whatever. They teased it a little bit. But now Eric Bischoff is running this. Eric Bischoff is known for having lesbian gimmicks in WCW. Not just the NWO. He's known for having lesbian, interactions on camera, live. And there's rumors that, WWE, all their TV program is about to be rated R. Or at least rated M for mature. So we'll see. So we see them coming down the ring, and you see Mandy Rose holding, Sonya Deville's hand. And they looking into each other's eyes, they smiling hard. They make their entrances or whatever, and they're waiting for their opponent. So Ember Moon comes out with her song. She's there. She's the warrior goddess. She's there screaming out to the WWE universe. And here comes, she signals backstage for her tag team partner to come out. Here comes Bayley. Bayley is her tag team partner. And this was a good tag team match. Sonya Deville and Mandy, they work well together, man. I like when Sonya Deville took, I think I think it was either Bayley. I don't remember. I was watching this yesterday. It was Bayley or Ember Moon. Sonya Deville grabbed one of them and threw them at Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose does that patent running double knee strike. I loved it. It was dope. She does that running knee like what Triple H does. He does that high Harley Race type of knee strike. Mandy Rose does, it's like a double knee strike. It's like a bicycle knee strike. Loved it. Loved that spot. It was strong. It made them look as a good tag team. They might have future tag team match with the Iconics. We're going to talk about the Iconics later. This was a good match. So it was quick though, short. Bayley hits the belly to belly to freaking Sonya Deville. And then Ember Moon, she did like a strike or elbow strike. And then she goes up top and it hits her Eclipse on Mandy Rose. Got the 1, 2, 3. And then there was a little interview in the ring. Bayley's like, yo, I guess the interview, I think it was Kayla. She was interviewing like, who are you going to have face you at SummerSlam? Who do you want? Bayley's like, I want somebody who's good. If I do lose my title, I want somebody who's going to defend this championship. And she chooses Ember Moon. How ironic. They tag together. That's going to be her. I'm actually happy because Ember Moon is so freaking talented, man. And for her to be in this feud with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville was so stupid. I hated it. So I'm happy that Ember Moon is going to get a championship match. This is dope. I respect that. I love it. Ember Moon, she's not a mid-carder, bro. This girl is freaking main event. Like, she's up there with Becky. She's up there with Charlotte. She's up there with Bayley. Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss, my biscuit butt. Ember Moon is just as a talent as all them other women. So for her to actually compete for this, I'm so happy for her. So that's a good SummerSlam. The SummerSlam card is starting to shape up nicely, and I love it. It's coming together. Toronto's going to be lit. So next we're going to get to the Kabuki Warriors. Finally, I'm happy to see Paige. I've been a long-time fan of Paige. Ever since she debuted NXT, she main evented on Raw. She won the title against AJ Lee. I've always loved that feud between them when it was the Divas Championship. So it's good to see Paige, even though she can't wrestle no more. It's good to see her managing and on screen again. Love Paige. I will always love Paige. I don't care. I'm not an AJ Lee fan. Fighting with My Family, I watched that movie 7 times. I just have yet to buy it. I've always watched it, you know what I'm saying, right online. You can stream it for free, HD, 1080p, whatever. Fight with My Family, I love that movie to death. The Rock is in it. That's my boy. You already know, the great one, People's Champion. Anyway, I'm happy the Kabuki Warriors are finally getting a match for the titles against the Iconics. I cannot stand the Iconics. They've really diminished that championship, those 2 tag belts, since Sasha Banks and Bayley lost at WrestleMania. Like, I'm happy Bayley's champion, but this is why Sasha Banks took some time off, or she, quote-unquote, was leaving the company. I think that was a work, because there's rumors that she's coming back. Probably SummerSlam she comes back. Who knows? But there's been rumors about that going on. I want Sasha Banks to come back and interfere with that match. Can't talk today. Interfere that match with Becky Lynch and Natalya, because that match is going to be so dry, and I want a feud between Becky and Sasha Banks. I want that. The 4 horsewomen. I need to see that, man. They will put on a fantastic match. Because Sasha Banks can wrestle, man. She can wrestle. So anyway, we finally see the Kabuki Wars. Asuka's good to see her back on the screen. Kairi Sane, I'm a fan of her too. But I love Asuka, man. Now that they've watered down Asuka so much, like I forgot about her and how dominant and how talented she could be. But Io Shirai is my girl. She's like my #1 Japanese wrestler right now. Love Io Shirai. Can't wait for her to come up. But Asuka's right up there, man. I would love to see Asuka and Io go at it together. Oh, that'd be dope. But anyway, we finally see them in a match with the Iconics, man. This match, I'm not going to lie. I pulled out my cell phone. I went to the bathroom, took a piss. Wasn't feeling it. At the end, when I came back, the Iconics, they're outside the ring. They're outside the freaking ring. And they win the match by DQ, by countout. I was like, what the hell? By countout. You wait till a count of 10 to retain your title. So all you see is Asuka and Kairi lose it. They go batshit crazy. They bring out that Geek Samurai. You know what I'm saying? No, I had to put that Geek Samurai in there. You already know. My name's holds true. So they whipping out the Inner Samurai or whatever, going Japanese on them. And threw, I think it was Kairi Sane. She threw, or no, it was Asuka. She threw Peyton into the steel post or the ring post. And Billie Kay getting her ass beat all at ringside. She goes into the barricade, and Paige's like, yeah. And they go back into the ring looking strong. Cause I wasn't into this match. I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, yo, come on, guys. Somebody gotta take these titles off of these ladies, man. They trash, dog. They trash. Somebody gotta do it. Anyway, so then we finally, that match is over. So now we finally get a match with Apollo Crews and Andrade. And Andrade was looking strong. As soon as Apollo Crews came out with his entrance, Andrade didn't even wait for him to go up on the ring post and do his entrance, you know, coming in, taunting the WWE Universe, saluting them, cheering them on. Andrade starts attacking him. Referee checks Apollo Crews, pulls Andrade back. Match begins. Good spots, constant flips. You know how athletic both of them are. As soon as, you know, Apollo Crews is on one side of the ring, Andrade is on the other. You hear Zelina Vega just saying, see. And Andrade just runs into the ring post, do the double knees into the turnbuckle. After that, it looked like he's about to do his hammerlock DDT. Apollo Crews rolls him in, does a schoolboy, pins him 1, 2, 3. So it's all good, you know what I'm saying? Apollo Crews, he finally goes over. Because Andrade was always beating him. Apollo Crews is ready to move on from this feud. Feud was trash. I'm not feeling it. I like to see Andrade versus Ali or something. So this match was, you know, just to kill time or whatever, get the show moving along. So now we see backstage, we see Ali and we see Shinsuke Nakamura. This looks like it's going to be a future. Shinsuke Nakamura was talking in an interview, and all of a sudden we see Ali checking out Shinsuke. It looked like we're going to get a match either next week for the Intercontinental title, or it could be a non-title match. If Ali wins, he's due for a title match, which could probably be at SummerSlam. That would be good at SummerSlam. Ali versus Shinsuke. But I don't like to see them fight before the pay-per-view. Like, all right, we've seen what they can do. Now now they're going to fight again. That's constant what WWE does. Is either they put them in a 6-man tag, or they put them in a tag team, and then they fight each other at a pay-per-view. I just can't. I hate that booking. Hate it. So we finally get to the main event, and now we get Kevin Owens. I guess before the main event, we see Dolph Ziggler out in the parking lot by the trailers, and he's talking to a referee. Because earlier in the show, he told Shane, I'm going to make sure this happens. You sent Kevin Owens away, I'm going to try and get him back and make it a main event. And Shane's like, okay, if you can pull that off, I would like to see that happen. I want to see y'all fight. I want you to punish him. We know that something's going to happen. So we see Dolph Ziggler in the parking lot talking to a referee. Referee gives out the number where Kevin Owens is staying, or gives out Kevin Owens' number. Dolph Ziggler goes off the screen. He's calling him. It cuts the commercial. Kevin Owens finally comes back, and he's ready to compete. So the match finally comes out. Dolph comes out with his music. I hate his music. I can't stand his gimmick. I'm over it. It's not the show off. Stop. Kevin Owens finally comes out. He gets a good pop, a loud cheers from the WWE Universe. But he's always looking back because he thinks somebody's going to attack him, or Shane's going to come out with Drew McIntyre or Elias or somebody. So we finally see them come out, and the match starts. So Kevin Owens, they have some good spots. Dolph Ziggler first tries to super kick him. Nah, Kevin Owens grabs his legs. Then he kicks him in the abdomen, tries to give him the stunner. Dolph rolls out the ring. And we had some good spots that I love back and forth. I like how as soon as Dolph rolls out the ring, Kevin Owens hits the ropes, does a somersault over the top, lands on freaking Dolph Ziggler, and amps up the WWE Universe. They cheering for this man. They love that he's a freaking babyface. There's a sign that I saw that said KO 316. So they're pushing that Stone Cold gimmick, hopefully. But if he's going to be Stone Cold, I'm tired of him always running away from the boss. Stone Cold would never run away. He was always going to kick ass and take names. No pun intended for that previous pay-per-view stomping ground. I hate that name. But I like Stone Cold. That's what he did. He didn't run away from a fight or run away from the roster. He's fighting everybody. Kevin Owens is always running away. So we see KO finally put Dolph on the mat. He goes up. He does a Swanton bomb. Tries to pin him. That doesn't work. So all of a sudden, here comes Shane now. The match can't even be done. The match doesn't even end. Shane comes out with the whole male superstar SmackDown Live roster. You see AOP in there. You see Buddy Murphy in there. You see Elias, Drew McIntyre. They're all surrounding the ring. So KO, it looks like he's about to attack Dolph. He finally slides. Well, he does the Swanton bomb. Tries to pin him. Shane is right there. Pulls his leg out the ring. And then before Shane can punch him, Kevin Owens blocks. He gives him another stunner. Now this one connected. Because at the beginning of the show, Shane McMahon, I didn't even talk about it, but Shane McMahon botched that Stone Cold stunner. Right after everybody was leaving to go backstage, Cesaro got his match. KO came behind him with his WWE crew shirt on. He gives him a stunner, but Shane drops to the floor. His hair was supposed to connect into his shoulder so he could do the stunner. Shane freaking botches the Stone Cold stunner, and WWE's quick to edit. They start, because this is a live taping. So because I was at the one at Raw. So they start the live taping like maybe a half an hour or 15 minutes before they actually taping. So if something happens, they can edit it real quick before they show future replays and stuff like that. So they finally was able to replay Kevin Owens delivering the stunner by fusing the videos or whatever, editing the videos, and finally we see KO do a successful stunner to Shane instead of seeing Shane fall on the mat. It was so funny to see that. So KO at the end of the show gives Shane McMahon another stunner, which connects this time, and he runs. This man's turning on the jets. He's running out of the freaking up the entrance ramp, out of the arena, and you see all the male superstars chasing this man. Like, yo, if you're gonna be Austin 316, you cannot be running away from these dudes, bro. I don't care who you are. You're supposed to be a babyface or anti-hero. Be badass. If you're not gonna be badass, don't do it. Don't even do the stunner, man. Facts. And the show ends like that. 205 Live begins. So anyway, guys, I wanted to bring y'all this full review of SmackDown Live. I thought it was hot. I thought it was straight fire. That's why I'm doing this video. I'm trying to do more wrestling reviews, you know what I'm saying? Pay-per-view reviews, because I'm a big, wrestling fan. But I love movies just as much. So I'm always doing movies and trailers and stuff. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of both. A little bit of everything. So, all right, squad, let me know what y'all thought. If y'all got a chance to watch SmackDown Live, I would like to know what y'all thought of this show. What did you think about Liv being on the show finally? What did you think about what Roman said to Shane? Is he going to be fine next week? What's going to happen? Is it going to be another feud? I hope not. I want this to end with Kevin Owens at SummerSlam. Shane does not need to be on TV anymore. And that's also rumors, too. There's rumors that Shane is going to be cut out of live taping. So I hope so, man. All right, squad, I'm going to get up out of here. I got things to do, but I always have time for you. That rhyme, bars. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, share Geek Samurai. And until next time, I'll catch you in another video. Later.